There are 3 different factors that determine your role and compensation in a new job, and you might not even know what they are when you apply. I know that might sound confusing. Let me explain. So for starters, and the most obvious factor is that your role and your compensation is determined by your job title. However, the reason there are more factors to this is because job titles typically refer to internal jargon that may not apply across other companies. So for example, my job title is technically recruitment marketing manager, but at my company, that means something different than what it usually does at other companies. And the work that I'm doing is actually a lot more aligned with that of a marketing manager. So when my company thinks about my compensation, you already know that I'm making sure they're comparing it to marketing manager roles, not recruitment marketing manager. The second factor, which you might be a little less familiar with, are called job families, which really just describes how a group of positions are related to each other. So for example, my recruitment marketing role is part of the marketing job family. Now, sometimes, and especially at larger companies, a job description might reference the job ladder. So for example, software engineer at Google, when really it could represent several different job openings. And you might not even know what the actual job opening is until you talk to the recruiter. And then lastly, we've got levels, which refers to a standardized way of referring to an employee's scope of assumed responsibility. Think like associate, manager, director, senior manager, VP, CEO. The big tech brands like Google, Meta, Apple, you know the names. They have much more complex leveling systems and use terms like L4, L5, L6. What the hell? And if you are trying to get into one of these positions, levels.fyi is a great resource to understand these different levels and the compensation amounts that you should be getting at each.